Hello friends, I'm Oscar424 and welcome to, well, it's actually called Leaf Blower Man, This Game Blows, but because we're doing the New Game Plus version, it's known as Leaf Blower Person, This Game Blows. This is New Game Plus, ad-free, arguably the fastest of the 4 categories that you can play in this game. We're just going to get started right away, hit the story, choose our character. We don't need to care about any of that. You have 4 characters to choose from. I like choosing the mysterious character because the character is very charactery and mysterious. So with that, we're just going to get started right away. And, well, as you can see, it's a very chill, relaxing, completely innocuous game about blowing leaves into an area for disposal. Yeah, this is at like 6 in the morning-ish in-game, so there's probably a few people upset with us. They'll get over it. Yeah, they'll get over it. They probably didn't need that I almost said lunchbox, that mailbox. They also probably didn't need that fence. Maybe. I mean, the fence really closes off that front lawn. Doesn't look quite as good. You don't want to put leaves into a pool. It can cause havoc to the pool itself, but you know what? It's not our pool. Not my pool, not my problem, yo. I actually just thought of some potential speed tech and time saves. We'll have to get back to that in a later episode. But anyway, so this is the ad-free version of the game. And this one, you don't...
A message from our sponsor. Wait, this is the ad-free version. Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off!
Thanks, developer. That was Jacob, the developer of the game. The one that created this particular mission where we are being the very nice leaf blower person, cleaning up the subway. So I will say the ad version of this is literally just a whole bunch of parody ads that Jacob makes for the quote-unquote plot. And the plot of this is, well, wait, hold on. What do you mean there's an anti-leaf blower turret? Rude. Anyway, this turret's pretty easy to defeat. We just stand here, we blow the turret bombs right back at it 4 times, because apparently 3rd time is not the charm, it is in fact 4th time is the charm, and we just leave the area. But with the ad-free version, we don't get to...
From our sponsor. You can hear it too, right?
No.
You can hear the message, right?
No.
Right?
Not wasting time. This is the ad-free version. We're going to stop a heist instead. Because that's what leaf blowers do. Stop heists. We fight crime 1 leaf blower at a time. We do that by, again, creating not just a mound of leaves, but a mound of cash that we don't get to keep. Which is unfortunate because who can't use a mound of cash just randomly sitting on the ground waiting for a leaf blower person to take care of things? This is honestly my least favorite level without question. The leaves like to get caught in between the benches, so if they get caught, that's fine. These actually decide to not behave. I try to do a puff of air methodology to keep them away from the benches and kind of scoop them up, or scoop and swoop. So we blow them down and then up and around to their final destination. The closer you are to the leaves themselves, the more power your leaf blower has, but the less control you have over the leaf blower, and it makes things a little wonky. Same thing if you are farther away from the leaves, you don't have as much power behind your leaf blower, I guess. So it takes a little bit more oomph to get them to where you want to go, but again, you have more control. That level is done, which is fantastic, and you know what? If you're going to have a protest about a leaf blower, make sure the leaf blower can't come and leaf blower everybody away. This is arguably the worst / annoying portion of the game. You have to, again, four bombs to do damage to the turret to defeat it. The bombs sometimes don't behave, so it's kind of annoying. But it does lead to some plot. As you can tell, we really cared about the plot right there. Jacob? The developer's gone. Huh. That totally can affect the plot later on. Right? Oh, plot! Yeah! So, we're going to the moon to clean up leaves. Yeah, that's what that pointless text we skipped through, that's what we're doing right now. Because we are a very mysterious leaf blower person. I mean, a question mark. That's super mysterious. So it makes sense, right? You're following? Good. This next part actually shows a big difference between the ad-free version and the with ads version. The next version with if you had ads, you had to go through this whole specific level designed for the people that didn't have the ad-free version. The ad-free version, not only do we not get the level, but we happen to get the kind of rare audio glitch. So, I hope you like this rift because you literally hear it for the rest of this run. It's just one of those unfortunate things. I've noticed it tends to happen if you do a run prior to running New Game Plus New Game Plus ad-free, where the rift doesn't cut itself off. You can tell if it activates if you continue on to you finish this little area, the not level, without that audio cutting off. But that's okay. Right now we're just going to do some speed tech and keep going because we have a pretty good time. And we are just going to clean up the moon. Because there's something that produced those leaves, right? I can't think of anything that produced it, but I'm sure something did. We had some bad leaf RNG, which is unfortunate. Excuse me. That's alright, we will take care of it right here. Right now, we are defeating a Kraken that we totally knew existed prior to this. We do this by filling the holes that it can spawn in. There's 5 holes. The dog is not helping right now. That's fine. We got it in the spot. It's zone complete. We saved the moon. We cleaned things up. I'm sure nothing is going on. Much like this audio glitch, I'm sure everything is fine. No, everything is breaking. Where did the pickaxes come from? I think everything is literally on fire. Alright. So we get this rousing audio. When I said for the rest of the game, I meant it, friends. Welcome to Horde Mode. Horde Mode is a fun little game that we cannot skip because this game takes place in 3 parts. It takes place in story, then it takes place in Horde, and then the finale. Horde Mode is interesting. So for a few different reasons. We're going to take pulse, we're going to take damage. So in Fresh File versus New Game Plus, New Game Plus gets access to power-ups that Fresh File does not, like health regen and very specific weapon upgrades that you may or may not see during this campaign. Now, the big difference is with ads versus ad-free. Normally when you level up, you get 1 power-up. But if you want to increase the amount of power-ups you get to 2, you can watch an ad. Problem is that takes time. So if you're on with ads, you don't get that extra power-up. You just get the 1 and you have to deal with it. Well, when you have ad-free going on, you don't have to watch the ads. You can just hit down on your D-pad and get 2 power-ups for the price of 1. Which is actually quite fantastic because it makes you very powerful very quickly. So power-ups we're looking for are things that increase damage, increase range, like that double damage thing is fantastic. You want bonus weapons like that blue ring around me that is going to constantly do damage to leaves around me. The laser is a very nice perk to have, especially once you upgrade it with the rare multiple projectiles perk. And then you don't really need health in this one because you are just going to be doing a lot of damage in general. You're pretty good going without a health upgrade. So yeah, at this point we are just kind of chilling. There's going to be stronger and stronger leaves. There's the lighter orange ones that turn into the yellow ones. Those will eventually turn into ones with those pickaxes I mentioned. Because why not? Excuse me. Again, sorry about the coughs and the probably weird sound in my voice. The perks of being on the back end of an illness. It's not fun, but we're gonna make do. To quote GLaDOS, we do what we must because we can. In about a minute or so, the area around us is going to get encased with a barrier, which is fine. I'm not too worried about it. It's going to be very easy to just kind of blow through. With the amount of damage we're doing, with the power-ups we have, it's going to be a very, very easy thing to deal with. Especially just with how much damage our leaf blower is doing. Those walls are not going to stand a chance. But yeah, at this point, it is pretty much a, basically, it's a little bit of an auto-scroller of sorts. We are waiting to get to, we have to get through 5 minutes of this. At 5 minutes, all the enemies are going to start disappearing. There's going to be no more new enemies showing up. And at 5 minutes and 30 seconds, we fight the Leaf King. That is the boss of Horde Mode. As you can see, the leaves officially have their weapons, so we get to deal with some of them. At this point, again, it is not too scary. We are doing lots and lots of damage. We are going to be doing lots and lots of leaf blower range, which is pretty awesome, actually. It's not very often I have range this large with my leaf blower. That's kind of cool, actually. So that power-up, what I'm doing right now is I'm jumping, and that's doing a bonus power-up that I had picked up earlier, which is, there we go. We're just going to grab a third power-up, mostly because I'm not getting many damage rolls. Oh, by the way, that watch an ad to get a free one, I forgot to mention, you can do it more than once per level up. So you could be here just the entire time, not caring. But that one actually helped because it did unlock a damage boost for us. And you can see I'm, at this point, not really caring if anything comes at me. We're just kind of a monster. Putting it mildly, we're kind of a monster right now. Especially with the range I have, yeah. I kind of feel bad for the leaves, not gonna lie. They did not know what they were expecting today. Excuse me. We do more damage, get more damage, and even more damage. So now we are pretty much untouchable. So this just becomes kind of funny. But we still have to wait it out for 5 minutes and 30 seconds for the Leaf King to show up. We're going to take out these barriers because why not? Might as well. Take out the barriers, get some health, get a level up, get more damage because we can, get some more damage, and even more damage. We are going to absolutely melt the Leaf King. And I'm actually kind of looking forward to this, because this is the most damage I've had in a single Horde mode. So I'm seeing how quickly I'm melting through these enemies, I kind of am scared for the Leaf King and what I'm about to wreck on this person. Excuse me. We'll do more up in range. We'll increase health because we can. We're gonna get more range and we're gonna get more damage. Because we have time to kill. Since Leaf King doesn't show up for another 6 seconds or so. So at this point you can see just New Game Plus ad-free is, well, in Horde mode, absolutely broken. Which is fine. This one, it does damage to me. I don't really care. I'm just going to tank pretty much everything because I can. Excuse me. At this point, it upgrades its abilities and gets an attack that looks a lot scarier than it is. The caveat to that is this particular one, well, it's not so scary because yeah, you have iframes, so you take damage on the first one or first bullet and it's fine. Now, here's the finale. We don't have much time to talk right now because this is New Game Plus. In Fresh File, you have to work about 6-7 minutes of gameplay to get those 3 key cards. In New Game Plus, you already start with them, so you get to bypass literally everything. Also, be back in a flash, this is ad-free. That particular room we just walked through in the with ads version is the final boss. But again, this is ad-free, so where's the boss? Where's the developer? Oh, spoilers. The developer is in fact the boss. You know, the boss said, you know what, you bought the ad-free DLC, which was actually free, so you don't have to fight me. Oh, by the way, you can tell the leaves that we're cool. And we're done. That was it! That is Leaf Blower Man, New Game Plus, ad-free, the fastest of the 4 categories. People are very excited and happy that we made peace with the leaves, completely off-screen in a different plot. Pay no attention to the existential crises that are now going on with some of these characters. They've probably played Final Fantasy X recently, and that's where that's coming from. Don't mind the double audio either. That's the glitch. The loop is still playing. We're not going to pay much attention to it. I normally have a spiel that talks about restarting the game like everyone else wanted to, but that's the perks of the audio glitch. We have to listen to this. There are ways to mitigate the audio glitch so you're very unlikely to have it happen, but that is just the breaks of this. But yeah, so that's it. That's the story. I'm Oscar424. Again, this is Leaf Blower Man, This Game Blows, aka Leaf Blower Person, This Game Blows, New Game Plus, ad-free version. And I hope you had as much fun as I did. I really love this game. But until then, or until next time, take care.